And I asked myself, how could I pay these people back in such a way that is as big a nuisance to them as it is entertaining for me? And then it came to me. Pennies. Not just some pennies. A lot of pennies. Now, one thing that I realized after I went to the bank and picked up my shipment of pennies was that $102 in pennies is a lot of pennies. In fact, it's 60 pounds of pennies. How the heck am I going to get this to the dentist? Now, when I first had this thought, the original plan was to take all the pennies out of their rolls, drop them into a sock, and then drop it on the counter and say, there you go. But as I found out, $102 in pennies is about 60 pounds. And then there's no Christmas stocking big enough for that. Furthermore, it's over 10,000 pennies. It would take them forever to count them out, and I wanted a receipt. Even worse, it would be some poor receptionist counting them out, not the people that were sending me those nasty letters. And as much as of a nuisance that I want to be, I really don't want to do that to somebody that really has nothing against me. So I figured for the bulk of the amount, I'll leave them in the rolls, just to be a nice guy. But I'm definitely going to need a bigger sock. So I got a potato sack. Now, these things usually carry about 50 pounds of potatoes, so 60 pounds of pennies will be a little bit of a stretch, but I think we'll be all right. $25. Actually, I want to make that 20 pennies. I was having a hard time deciding my curiosity as to what the hell I was thinking of doing. I don't know pennies. It's kind of ridiculous. When I hold the bank, I'm about $40. $50 in pennies. When I hold the bank, I ask about making more pennies. I asked, so how many pennies are a roll? He said, oh, about 50. When I hold the bank, I asked about placing more pennies. I asked how many there were rolled. I told him there were 50 pennies. So I said, okay, I'm going to need about 200. Pennies fast? No, rolls. $75. Jesus, this is fucking ridiculous. It's hard work. This is ridiculous. $100 in pennies. Man, I could have fit a lot more in there. Now, a bulk of the order came in these boxes, which were conveniently marked $25 in pennies. But the remaining $2 came in just plain old rolls. And I was thinking to myself, well, what's the fun in putting 204 rolls of pennies into a sack and using that to pay your debt? How about still using the sock? You know what? I think I'm going to keep the last roll for myself, just as a souvenir.